The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Monday! Looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, where fall is trying to get here. It is 79 degrees. The high is 82. The low is 64.
I love it. In the back is Chris Bean keeping us live and local. He is the three-time Super Bowl champion, Nate Newton. He is Shannon. This is Kurt, Two Pumps Daniels. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People
Feel.
when we speak.
Brought to you each and every show by Wingstop, where flavor gets its
Wings!
Breaking news, fellas.
Uh-oh.
Breaking news. We have our contest winner that gets to come on the show and sit with us the day after the Packers game.
That's a good game. That was already going to be a good game. It turned into a really good game now.
They look pretty good yesterday.
Yeah.
So if you were listening, Frank Saran, Saran, if you were listening right now, call Chris.
Frank Saran.
Yes, we would love
Frank
from Arlington,
Saran.
from Arlington,
Okay.
Texas, over in Kurt's
Nice.
neck of the woods.
Nice.
Call Chris, 888-855-2297. We would love to talk to you about the mess we're going to get into the day after the Packers game. Congratulations, by the way. Free wings for you. Get to hang out with us. What a great day that's going to be.
I think they get to go to the Green Bay Packer game as well. So
They do. That's secondary. You get to hang out with us. That's the important part. That's the important part. How you guys doing? How we doing today? Monday.
Oh, great.
Good.
Weird week this early in the season.
It is. Have a Thursday game.
Have a Thursday game, and then we can't even get in a rhythm because normally we're, the day after the game, we talk about the game, and then we start. Now it's kind of like, okay, what do we talk about
Think the
today?
players are
Monday?
getting in a rhythm? Are they having trouble?
Yeah, is it a good thing to have this little bit of a break this early in the season with everything being so new, or is it kind of like, or does it disrupt the rhythm that you've kind of created?
No, I don't think rhythm has truly been created just yet. Like, had this been like later on in the season where they kind of found the rhythm, I think now that they've gotten that game over with, they'll kind of get back into their regular scheduled programming for the next couple of weeks, and then they get thrown off rhythm again sometime mid-November when they have those 3 games in 10 days.
Yeah.
But no, this is still early. Trust me, the one thing players do appreciate every now and again is a break.
Break whenever it is.
It is a break.
So I thought they might want, give them 3 or 4 games, and then when they're a little bit beat up,
Yeah,
give 'em a break then.
absolutely. But you kind of get that in November after that little kind of, you have that stretch and you have that kind of mini bye in between there. But
You notice what Jesse's got on his shirt, right?
What's that?
Besides Big Brothers and Big Sisters, you see what
Green.
touch of color he has on there.
Yeah.
that's just big brothers, big sisters. I don't make the
green.
rules. I'm trying to push an agenda of getting some young kids, boys and girls across America, to get some good mentorship in their life so they can change the trajectory of their lives. And you want to bring up the colors of it. The core of it is we're trying to change lives.
Okay. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Let's get you signed up.
I'm
You
glad
become a
that
big.
I'm glad that you're doing that. I'm a big. I got my own little running around. I'm good.
Yeah. Back to the point, man. It just right about now, man. You should just be hungry as a player. If you felt that you was really in this game and you could have made a few plays, could have made a difference. All it just made you want to just get back out there. This is where scouts, and I know I'm stretching out there a little bit. This is where scouts and coaches say, do they love the game? And the guys that love the game, they ready now. They really, if you felt that you just barely missed that Philadelphia game just by a little bit, you chomping at the bit. I heard from the last show, they say CD was out there the next day, man, with his helmet on, catching passes. So
On his off day,
that's
right?
one of your leaders. That's one of your leaders taking this thing to heart, man. So if we can get, we know where Dak stand. He always over there trying to get extra stuff. So it's about right now starting to build that rhythm.
Shotty said, I was listening to his press conference when I was driving up here, and he said something that I don't guess I knew that they did this, but he was showing CD on the sideline before the game to kind of get him, I guess, excited or get him whatever. Look at all your targets today. Like they had them kind of mapped out, like we're trying to get this guy the ball this many
ahead
times.
of time, like there's
before the game.
Yeah,
okay. And then he said Pickens was right behind him, and here's all the targets. And he goes, and next week that could be flip, or we're trying to get George. Is that something normal where they know ahead of time? I thought you map out the first 12, 15 plays of the game.
It's always, I'm going to hit this first, Jeff. It's always different ways coaches do things. Mm-hmm. He just does it a little different. Norv was similar in that way, but he did it during the week where you saw through practice what you was going to do. Like Kevin Martin, he would look at that playbook and the plays how they were lined up. And I guess with formations, which y'all like, okay, well, I have a chance due to whoever we trying to isolate that week on defense. And so he's just doing it a new way and just trying to get guys going. And that's some good stuff. I mean, I'm liking what this coach is trying to do. I just hope that everybody can buy in. Wins.
Yeah, I don't know about like showing players that it happens, but like throughout the week,
how involved you're going to be.
Yeah, because there'll be certain players. They'll go, hey, no, give me so and so. No, he running this one, and like these are the certain plays that these guys, who the play that San Francisco. That wasn't a Jesse Holly play.
Right.
That was a Miles Austin special.
Right.
That play was only ran by Miles Austin. In practice, it was for Miles Austin. And so coming into the week what plays are projected to go to what guys.
So every time they come up to the line of scrimmage, they know this ball's coming or if it should.
Idea.
You have an idea.
I have an idea. Because the coverage change.
Yeah. You have a Michael Irvin, Alvin Harper situation.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like Mike was like, nah, I'm gonna go run this route because I wanna. The coverage said, whoop. It was like, well, Mike, actually, ball's going over here. You know what I'm saying? So you when you leave the huddle, you have an understanding of if they're in this coverage, and that's why you have the breakdowns. Mondays, somebody will come in and they'll give the Giants. That's the next opponent. The Giants, all their 1st and 10 defensive looks. It'll be cut-ups. And then when they come back on Wednesday, they'll have the Giants 2nd and whatever. They'll have 3rd down days, and then they'll have goal line, red zone days. So that way you have to have an understanding of, all right, when I break this huddle, it's 1st down. Yeah. This is the chess game that happens. I break this huddle, it's 1st down. What are the coverages that the Giants usually run on 1st down? All right, so let's just say they're in cover 1 or cover 3 most of the time. I know the play that got called. If the play that got called and it's true to what they run, 1 or 3, here's who's probably going to get the ball in this play. If it's 1, it's probably going to be me. If it's 3, I might be the second option. Then you get lined up, you start looking at the covers, and you go, oh, there's 3. And this is when you talk about routes, and it may be different for offensive linemen. But when I come to the line of scrimmage, and I know the play. Now I see what the coverage is. So I have an understanding of what they run, what we're running, and where I am in the progression. So if in the progression, I'm number 2 or I'm number 3, I know that I have more time to work my route. Okay. So I don't have to be so quick off the line. I can work them a little bit, give them a little bit of this, give them a little bit of that, and then come open. Because what you don't want to do as the number 3 progression is come open and he's still on number 2.
Yeah.
Right? So if his progression is 1, 2, back to 3, if you come open when 2 come open, now when he get back to you're not open no more. Yeah. So that's the part of understanding. When you hear me say like route tempo, it's about knowing how to run your route, at what speed how to run it, knowing where you're at in that progression. And now I can work a little bit more. I can sell it a little bit more. I don't have to be as fast. I can come off a little bit slow. Yeah. But if I'm 1,
you gotta go.
I gotta go right now. So
I remember Cole Beasley saying one time, like he needed to be at this spot at this time. Mm-hmm. It didn't really matter how he got there.
Yeah.
But he had to be there at that moment,
Yeah.
The thing that's amazing is where now you get more favorable matchups due to all of the shifting.
Yes.
You know, whereas before we just lined up, you did what you did, you made the adjustment on defense. Now, these guys are smart, like Coach Schottenheimer and all of these guys, the Ben Johnsons of the world. You know what? I'm gonna have Nate in that slot. Nate can't move his foot in the slot. I'm gonna keep motioning until I find what I need. You know, and so that's what they do. They'll move them guys around until they get what they need.
Is most of motion trying to determine pre-snap, help your quarterback out and figure out what coverages they're in, or is motion a combination of that and trying to find how you can isolate a guy or get a guy where you want him?
It's all about early in the game. The smart coordinators, they figuring all that out. Like Jesse say, the week's preparation, you have like say 4 or 5 what they call them, gophers. They don't call these young guys gophers. They something else over there, and they break down film. What do they call them, Jesse?
Analytics?
GAs.
Yeah.
GAs, yeah. These call them grad assistants, but in
GAs.
pros they
Called
something
quality control.
Quality
guys.
control guys. Thank you.
Gophers.
Yes. Back in the day, hey, go for this, go for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Go give me a case after practice.
Oh yes, sir. That was Tony. That was Tony's son. Coach Joe's son. Go ahead. But he used to get paid hundreds of dollars for that a week. Anyway. You have guys breaking down everything like just 1st and 10, 2nd and long, 2nd and short. They got guys over there breaking all of that down. More important, they got computers now breaking all of that down. Then the humans go back and sift through it and see what they want pertaining to, because your formations, they got film of your formation. So
Yeah, they know you might run.
yeah. So what are your top 3, 4 looks versus this deal? So they got all of this computing, but when you get in the game, you'll see a lot of coaches run certain plays, and then they'll come back to some plays, and then they'll just throw others out, because now and that's where your guys up in the press box is them valuable guys. Them are valuable guys to continue to tell you what tweaks you can make. What hey, boy, they giving us this look, or they giving us that look. They used to shoot it down a big long cable, but now they just put it on the computer. Remember these? That's a big, about 8 photos coming down a cable.
And that's so much you guys got to know and learn just in a split second,
But that's where the preparation comes in.
Yes, sir.
Like, that's where the week's preparation comes in, so that when you break the huddle, it's already a part of
who you are.
Yeah, but just week to week, it could change so much, and it's
but that's like you have nothing else to do. Like, this is not, you don't have
no
class,
classes.
ain't no study hall, shoot, back in the 70s, you ain't had to go be a plumber part-time.
No.
None of that. Like, your job is to study. Like, that is your profession, is to study this stuff, so that when you get to the game on Sunday, all of this stuff, when you break the huddle, is second nature, and you're not thinking about it. And that's why you see the great ones have the level of success that they have, is because the mental part of the game they get. Yeah. And if I got it mentally, now my physical part comes into play.
Speed. Now you're talking about for every 4 or 5 plays that you know by heart, you just that much faster. And the more you can gain, the more knowledge you can gain. That's why I seen, and I'm gonna say it, set it up where he can say it. That's why if you ever learned the Patriots playbook offensively, it ain't a playbook in the world. It ain't a playbook in the world.
That thing, because it's so everything changed, and they do a lot of, to what you were saying, the motions, getting the matchups that they want, and that was the Patriots, that they would have one play that ran 15 different ways, depending on what matchup they wanted. Oh, I want Gronk on this linebacker. Oh, I want Jabbar Gaffney on this safety. I want this look. I want that. So that it would be the same play. But the personnel changes the way that they get the look, in the motion. And it might be 2 motions. It might be 3 motions. And now you got to be able to do that. And then they had also in the play was, because sometimes you'll have a look, 2 high, 1 high safety, and you'll just go with that. But the Patriots like, hey, if you just so happen we say hut and it's changing while you running, you better change with it too. Wow. And you better know it.
Were you guys, when you came into the league, were you kind of like, I got to study how much? You want me to do, was it kind of a shock to?
But you know what? That's what you either learned and last long, or you did see. It ain't no. It wasn't no salary. It ain't no salary cap back then. Yeah. You either make that your life, or you got cut.
Yeah.
No matter how good you was, because over a period of time, even the great players, man, why his career was so short? Because the coaches and they really had control. But now, Chase got control.
Bank of America.
Bank of America got control. Because once you give them that money, you got to deal with them for a while.
I think just learning how to study all that would be tough. Yeah.
It's repetition, man. Like, you got to just say it over. But that's part of the reason why I got cut from my first team.
I remember when Dak got signed, and they had the rookies in, and nobody's talking to Dak. He's a fourth round. He's Stephen McGee, right? And I went over and from Louisiana, and same part of and I was like, so what's we were just talking. I was like, what's the biggest difference? He goes, dude, the playbook. He was like, it's so big. He's like, there's so many plays compared to college. I don't know if you guys knew, but whenever I was driving in, Dayball announced that Russell Wilson will be starting this week against the Cowboys.
You know what, man?
Which I'm fine with, because that other kid.
The thing that bothers me
I want Jameis. Go ahead, put Jameis in there.
You want to take us out of here and bring us back, my brother?
Just mic him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hold that thought real quick while we go out. I'll tell y'all, you talk about the Gophers over there.
Yeah.
We were coming back from a lot of them have little side businesses with players, like they'll, here's $100, go do this for me. We were coming back from I can't remember, it was an out-of-town game. It's one of those where you get back at 3 a.m. and it was cold. And he told me his buddy was on the equipment staff in Green Bay, but he didn't go on trips. He was like one of the interns or whatever. And he had a side business. And it's different now because now you can remote start your car from across the country. But he would get all the guys' keys, and he would go out to the airport about an hour and a half before the planes came in, and he would go start everybody's car and turn the heater on and the defroster on to warm their car. And they would all give him $100. And he said he made about $1,500 a road trip, and he just going out there and starting cars. So yeah, that Gopher stuff ain't always bad.
No, we took care of our guys. He even made a mint on selling us out after our careers was over. Yeah.
All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, we're gonna check in on Jesse. Jesse didn't know how to feel on Friday. He was a little tore up. Let's see if after he's watched some more football around the league, if he's deciphered his feelings.
Okay.
When we come back on Hanging with the Boys.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. That, along with all our other favorite Tyson Foods products, sure make game day special. Score some delicious Tyson Cowboys Nuggets and become a game day star, just like our Cowboys. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Back to Hangin' with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by blockchain.com. Thank you, blockchain.com. Nate, before we get to Jesse and interpret his feelings over the weekend, you were about to make a point before we went to break.
Brother,
You know he forgot.
to that.
You know he forgot.
You know why I said that? Because I forgot what it was, too.
I forgot. I'm like, come on, man. I'm waiting on Jesse.
I would have brought it just straight up. And I was like, I don't remember what it was, but he was saying something. I don't want to be rude.
No, man. No.
Kurt, do you remember what it was?
I don't.
The brains of the
We were talking about something about a playbook, but we want to. You go ahead on, brother Jesse.
How do you feel, Jesse?
Before you forget. Well,
Because we know you were a little tore up on Friday because you were a little confused. And did you get some therapy over the weekend? Did you talk to somebody? Did you hug it out? Or do you still feel? Are you still just like, I still don't know?
I still don't know. And that's me. I went back and I watched it again, and I'm still trying, because there were some really good things that happened in this football game. But there were some things that weren't good. Your linebacking play, not good.
That was a surprise.
Across the board. Your two tackles, they didn't get you killed today. They weren't good. They weren't trash. They weren't good. And so
hoping we could get past that. I heard everybody talking about how good the offensive line played, and I said to myself, "Oh Lord, I'm just gonna be quiet."
And as I rewatched the game again, I'm like, I don't know how to assess what we are. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a bad thing. I don't know where Philadelphia is at right now. I don't know how much not having Jalen Carter in there helped your offense.
So more questions now than you had going into the game?
I feel good about Dak.
Yeah.
I still think Dak is going to have his best statistical year. But I do not know if that's going to result in it meaning more victories. You know, like I said this, I don't know if I said it here. I know I said it before the season started. I said, take a snapshot of the 2024 Cincinnati Bengals offense. Photoshop it and put Cowboy players in that light. The numbers are going to be ridiculous. But you're going to look up and you're going to go,
Does it translate into wins?
doesn't it translate into wins?
Yeah.
Because you still have a lot of questions on your defense. You know, Kenny Clark look good. The rest of them?
What were your positives? You said there were some really good things. You just told us a lot of bad
So
things.
the really good thing is
Dak
is really good. And CD's not going to drop.
Right.
Like he's just not. No. And the fact that I took from that was he still was open. Right? Like don't forget that point. Like he dropped it, he was open on all of them. So he's still going to get open. And he still had 117 yards, and he had about 100 yards worth of drops. Like, he should have had a 200-yard game. So that part's going to come along. The George Pickens part is going to come along. Your interior, Tyler Smith, he had some, but, like, your interior offensive line is going to be okay. They're going to be okay, and that's going to be your hope. Your hope is that they're going to be okay, and you try to just figure out what's going to be on this outside. Kenny Clark is good. Kenny Clark's good. He's going to be good for your defensive line. The hope is that he stays healthy throughout the year, because if he comes off the field,
back to where you've always been.
Solomon Thomas ain't it. Osa's okay. If Kenny Clark can stay healthy, he's going to help your defensive line significantly. Yeah.
Do you worry about, you brought up Pickens?
No, I'm not worried about that.
No, I'm talking about, are you worried about, because he had a couple of plays where he went after the guy, went to grab his knee, and he's like, wait a minute, hang on. And then he tried to spin what's-his-name's head off. And it's like, listen, are you worried about him having a meltdown?
Maybe.
Big time during the season? Not just a Dez moment, but like a real meltdown.
You tell Kenny Pickett, you tell George Pickens this.
Did I say Kenny Pickens?
No, I think I said Kenny.
Oh, okay.
You tell George Pickens this. First one's on me. First one's on me. You do right. First one. If you need to have first one's on me. And now the next one's on you. But first one's on me. You just play hard. You play physical. You play fast. First one's on me.
Okay.
Don't cost us, but yeah.
Are you concerned at all that, he had 4 targets, CD had 13? I don't know if he's ever been in that kind of offense position. I think I look back, he had one game
Twice
last year and one game the year before where he had 4 targets. Everything else, he's the main guy. How do you balance that? Does he need to be more involved?
I don't know if you remember this, Kurt. We talked about it
Yeah.
on this show, right? Mm-hmm. On this show. I said if Shotty is who he says he is, he needs to have a really big grown-up conversation with George Pickens. Remember the conversation I said? I said when George Pickens got here, he need to have the conversation with George Pickens of, we're going to do our best to get you involved in this offense.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to do our best. You're going to be an integral part in this. We're not going to leave you out here to dry.
Right.
Number 88 is the man. He is him around here. Yeah. That's the conversation that you should have had with George Pickens. Day one. I said that day one because it's going to come a point in time. You're talking about, and this is why I sat here, and this is not a slight at George. This is why I sat here and I try to tell everybody. There is no 1A and 1B.
Thank you.
There is a 1 and there is a 2. I try to tell everybody that. They are different beasts. They are. Yeah. Go back and look at the routes that CD ran. Go back and look at the routes that George ran. He ran 4 routes. The same ones that he ran in Pittsburgh. It's a difference, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not a knock. George is going to have his day. But the other dude is just different. Yeah. It doesn't mean less of him or he's less than.
The other dude is just better.
He's just a different. Better. He's a monster. He's just different.
Yeah.
And so when that happens, this is why CD moves around so much. Because that's, to your point, this is where the matchups are happening. We're not doing matchups like that with Pickens. The matchups we're getting is your matchups come off after this matchup.
Yeah.
We match up with him first, and when he's double teamed, now you get a chance to eat from there. It ain't the other way around. Right. It ain't never gonna be not here, not with that dude.
Yeah.
With Dak has a role to play in this too. Your quarterback has a role to play in this too. Sometime he may have to just give him something.
Yeah.
He has a role, but you got to look at the whole picture. It's CD. Then it's they trying to get him the ball. Believe me, coach is looking. He understands the situation. But then you have that freaky situation where number 9 may come in. It's like, oh man, we can really get this guy a little bit more. So it's always going to be a game of numbers. But like I said, if it's 200 balls, 160 of them I think need to go between these two guys. I'm serious. I'm serious between pick because this is a long season, and they're going to need him. Whereas last year it was a long season, and we had no one.
Right.
The Jalen's did not show up. Well, we got a guy that we know that can show up, and it's a long season. We shouldn't panic now. One thing about everybody's trying to get ahead. Okay, let me bring this up now. No, this is one game. Kansas City lost. The Ravens got ran down from 12 points. It's a long season, fellas. We don't know.
The Colts dominated. Yeah, saw that coming.
This is a very long season, and you don't have to create scenarios. They're gonna come week in, like the spitting. We didn't know that was coming, but every week we're gonna have something to work with. Every week. Now that if Coach. Dayball. If he'd have came up and said, I'm going to put the kid in just because some fans, come on now. I'm not going to commit either. I saw the same game y'all saw. I'm not going to commit to Russ, but deep down inside, I'm like, I ain't putting this kid in here, not with this offensive line.
All right.
Come on, man. let the season play. They got 3 more games. They got 3 more games, and then we gonna say then Jezebel like, well, what I saw with them 2 tackles, it's the truth. All you gonna say, nah, man, it's a little bit different now. Yeah.
All right. Let's take our last break. When we come back, more football on Hanging with the Boys. Be right back.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. That, along with all our other favorite Tyson Foods products, sure make game day special. Score some delicious Tyson Cowboys Nuggets and become a game day star, just like our Cowboys. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the final segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by 7-Eleven. We got our guy Nate finally hooked up, saved his 11 cents. I'm going to save my 9 cents this week because they let you know, hey, you got 9 cents per gallon waiting. They send you a text message. It's amazing. But they also give away $5,000 in cash every single day. Shop with 7 rewards and play the in-app game for a chance to win $5,000 in cash. New daily cash winners only at 7-Eleven. Are you next? No purchase necessary. Ends 1/6/2026. U.S. and D.C. ages 16 and older. For full official rules and free gameplay, go to 5k-day.com/rules. All right.
We all here, so nobody won the Powerball.
Somebody in, what was it, Fredericksburg?
Yes, I saw somebody in Texas won it.
Split it. It was a split pot.
Yeah.
And you got a measly, you split the pot. And if you took the cash option, you got a measly $486 million. So you probably took home, what, $250 after taxes? I'd do so much good, but I'd just go, y'all wouldn't see me for at least a week or two. I'd come back.
He would do so much good, but he'd also do so much bad.
We would take the show on the road for a week or so.
Then you'd quit.
I don't think I'd quit. I'd ride out the season. I wouldn't do anything else, though.
Yeah,
this would be it. Yeah. This would be it. I would sleep late, come to the show. That'd be it.
There would be some sign.
Yes.
Yeah, there will be a sign. This seat would be
Not here.
There will be the sign.
Jesse, you're hosting today.
Yeah.
So, Nate, only 4 penalties in the game and no pre-snap flags, which is something completely different than we've known for the last 10 years around here. And you hear coaches say, we don't coach penalties. I don't know if I believe that. I don't think you coach penalties, but I think there's a heightened sensitivity certain coaches put on doing certain things that to me is coaching penalties, like concentrating, knowing this, practicing this. Do you think you can coach penalties, or do you think it's...
it went from no refs in practice to now they have refs in practice, but it just depends on who the coach is, how much they'll pay attention to that. Them refs in practice. I've seen refs throw flags and then they'll walk over there and pick them up and nobody will pay attention to it. And I see a ref throw a flag and I've seen players walk like, hey, what was that all about? And they would explain. It's up to the player and his talent or her talent in any sport. Do you care? Because I was a kind of guy that jump outside, but as that game got tighter and tighter and tighter, I tried to limit those because I knew it hurts the team. So are these guys aware of it? Are the coach aware of it? I know now they break down and scout refs. Yeah, hey, but this guy and his crew calls it. So it's just what you feel as a player, and it goes back to how hard you're willing to concentrate not to make these mistakes. Now, some things you can't help. Whereas a guy duck on you and you come in with a good faith hit, and all of a sudden this guy just duck, and all of a sudden you into a bad situation. Or a guy, our running back don't stay in the hole and jerk back to the quick. You're going right, and he just jerks back to the left because he saw something or somebody got penetrated on, and all of a sudden you stuck with a handful of jersey, and the guy standing over there, and you got the jersey. So a lot of it can be instant, but that pre-snaps, you got to limit them. The better the team you play, you got to limit those big time because there's going to be mistakes in the game.
Do you think that we read or saw that during training camp, and I guess I would assume practices now, Shoddy really focused on 11-on-11 practicing instead of the 7-7 or individual, whatever. Do you think that maybe helped some of this penalty situation that when you got all 11 guys out there working together, does that make – I'm just wondering how does he – because we know McCarthy was preaching you can't do penalties, yet they were always one among the highest. But now
I don't know if it helps. I know it didn't hurt.
Yeah.
Anytime you can get into do game type stuff, it helps your team.
Yeah.
Right? Tackles, and they know they got to sit in there a little bit longer, and you hear the cadence, the guys on the other side of you. So it's a lot more realistic to what you have to do on a day-to-day basis, down in, down out basis. So I don't know if it directly correlates to it, but I'm sure it didn't hurt it. Having those opportunities, having those moments where you can go out there and practice game-like scenarios and situations in practice with the 11-on-11 that Shotty did.
And they never turned down the music, Jess. You notice that they turn the music up loud when practice start and through the whole practice. And they would have the quarterbacks come down and they'd be running, and it'd be loud. I mean, it never went down. The music seemed like it never. So maybe just the understanding that you got to concentrate a little bit more because they would have an hour and a half of just acid rock. Seemed like, bro.
Because used to they would bring it down in between plays.
Yeah, bro. They went out. They went out of their way, and then maybe the speed of how they done things. Like you said, 11-on-11 and run drill is 11-on-11. It ain't no, everybody getting to get a piece of it. So maybe that helped. But, like I said, this was one game. I enjoyed the NFL yesterday because now let's see how many teams can really beat Kansas City. Mm-hmm. Let's see if the Ravens can be like, you know what, Buffalo, that's abnormally. Because ain't nobody coming back from 12 on us ever again. First of all, we ain't going to let you score 41 points. Right. So we'll see. This is what I like about it. Because now everybody can, because you think, what are people in Ravenland talking about right now? What these folks our defense is, oh, my God, our defense.
And the more games you play, the more film is out there. And that's why I'm looking forward to this week. Because, all right, I want to see now, how do you react now?
Thank you.
Everything was vanilla and we were hot and stuff and no preseason. All right, film is out there now. So those things that were hidden are now exposed. Yeah. And, talk about the two tackles. Well, you have you got the young Abdul Carter, you got Brian Burns, you got Kayvon Thibodeau, and then in the middle, you got big sexy Dexy. So you better bring your A game. So I'm looking forward to seeing those things and how they respond, and a bad Giants offensive line. All right, can we generate some pressure with our front four? They didn't get pressure last week until they started bringing that corner blitz. from Eberflus offense. You're gonna have to these guys up front are gonna have to generate. So whether it's Donovan Ezeraku or Dante Fowler or Sam Wood, somebody got to be able to win those matchups.
And the Giants left tackle, started left tackle, not saying a lot, but he started left tackle and didn't play last week. So the head coach for the Giants, when he get released, he will not last long. This guy knows football. But for some reason, the Giants have lost their touch in how to pick players.
Yeah.
Offensive lineman, when I played, that was never a problem for the Giants to pick an offensive lineman, and it seemed like they cannot get one.
They've been bad for a long time.
Yeah, for a long time. So, I heard people, it's just the Giants. You know what? Let the Giants get a lead and then unleash what Jesse just sexy Dex and that crew.
Yeah.
The other team just took advantage of them. We'll see, man. It's one game. Yeah. Just one game.
Do y'all the NFL is so great. They've done such a great job with marketing and storylines and turning it into a 12-month-a-year event. They got a little gap. They got Super Bowl and then March and then up until draft, but it's pretty much
depending on what the lady with KC and the tight end do. I mean, it's a little gap.
Right.
She call up something, it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
But they've done a great job of and the best part of it is leading into Thursday night. Doesn't matter who your team is. All 32 fan bases had the same amount of hope. This is our year. Or we're going to do it again, or we got so close, or we haven't been good in forever, but we added this guy. We got a new coach, and then this weekend it all starts to unravel, right? Like, oh my God,
one way or another,
right? Or your stock is going up, and you're like, yes, this is our year, and then there's never a team that in week one they're the same team they are at the end of the last 2 weeks of the season. These teams morph and they become something else, and they change 3 or 4 times a year. And it's like, and every week you're clinging on to those storylines and trying to figure out okay, are we like us? What is the offensive line? Or, are the tackles going to pull it together? Are we going to be here in 4 weeks going, oh my God, they're terrible. The linebackers, is that going to be better? Do you guys like the beginning of the season, like now, where you're trying to figure it all out and there's so many unknowns? Or do you like watching it more towards the end of the year where teams are starting to become who they are? What's your favorite part? I kind of like the beginning because it's I
love it all.
Especially with our jobs, we're trying to figure out who's this guy? What's this guy doing? And, it takes you 6 weeks to really figure out okay, this is what this is. And then 6 more weeks, you may be something totally different.
It seems like a few of these seasons, it's been December. We're still trying to figure out.
What do y'all like? What you like, the beginning of the year or the end? Or
those are my options. Give me towards the end of the year.
Just because the playoffs and
I know what I know. I know.
It's set. You're not still trying to figure it out.
Just ain't got to upset stomach when he know what he know.
You know what I'm saying? Give it to me.
What do you like?
Yeah, same. I think things ramp up.
Like the end?
Yeah, it gets a little more, games mean a little more for those teams. So.
What about you?
I got to ride because, boy, when the second week of the playoffs come, I am hyped. I just love the end of it. What I hate about the end is when everybody, don't play their players. You know what I'm saying? But man, I love when the second week of the playoffs. I mean, that's way past what you asked. But I love the second week because all the pretenders are gone.
And it doesn't matter who's in it by then.
Yes, sir. It's time to ball. The final 6 or 7 or 8, boy. Woo!
Even if your team's out, you still watching.
No, don't say that now. I do be kind of hating. I be hating. I be loving, but I be hating.
All right, fellas, good stuff. What are we doing this week? What are we going to do tomorrow? We want to do.
What are you feeling like?
We want to do offense and defense tomorrow. We got to get back in our rhythm. What do we?
Yeah, well, in the past we would do Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday is our offense.
What are we going to do tomorrow? Phone calls?
Do phone calls.
I haven't done phone calls in a while.
Let's just do phone calls all day. You want to do that? Sure. Is anybody going to call us, Chris?
Maybe that dude, maybe the dude that won can call in and give us a pre on what he.
Yeah, let's do phone call. That'd be good to see how everybody's feeling. If they feeling like Jesse and confused,
bubbly
feel
stomach.
good, here's what we're not going to do. If we take phone calls and you mention number 11/1,
You are cut off.
Chris will hang up in your face. That is
you know
in the
what?
past.
Y'all soft because y'all say that, and I'm the only one that really be forcing hanging up.
No,
what
tomorrow.
you want to put on it? What?
Tomorrow we're doing.
Bruh, I have turned off shows. I'm serious. I have turned off some of our shows. Mike, boom. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on now.
Talk about Kenny Clark all you want.
Come on, man.
But number 11/1.
All right.
Chris, you hit the hang.
Let me tell y'all,
All right.
people that's trying to hang on to what ain't here. He ain't talked to you before, and he definitely $44 million later ain't gonna talk to you now. Yeah. I'm letting you know something. All y'all that's his mother is a beautiful woman. His people are great people. Am I lying, Jess? They great. They defend. That's what they got.
Don't
on
like
you.
me. They don't
Yeah,
like, oh,
but they
I'm
are
a
great.
Robinson
They are great people. They are great people. Nothing to get mom them great people. But you know what?
The past is the past.
Come on, man.
Move forward.
Come on. If you're going to hang on like that right there, you know, all you people that couldn't get rid of your pacifiers when you was babies, all y'all that was 3 years old when you finally stopped pooping in your pants. Come on, man. Let it go.
Riding around in a stroller when you're 5 years old.
Come on, man. Let it go.
Wow. We just went way
Man, bruh, couldn't stop drinking a bottle till you 4 years old. Come on, man. You got teeth in your mouth, man.
Taking direct shots at somebody, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
I ride with my boy. So what he said. Yeah. What he said.
Man, just keep me at Mr. Fourth and Long.
All right, phone calls tomorrow. Call us.
Yes, sir. No call, no
don't even-
foolish, because I ain't got no time for no asinine tomorrow, for real.
Or 10 or 11.
Yeah, it's definitely number 11.
Kurt, don't even put us an agenda together.
Yeah.
We're just going to take calls.
Yeah, no, send us an agenda.
Just in case somebody calls. That's a good point. Jesse, good stuff.
Yeah.
Nate, good seeing you. Kurt, good seeing you. Chris, thanks for keeping us on
Let
the
it
air.
go.
Josh, thanks for keeping them company. We'll be back tomorrow. Phone calls on Hanging with the Boys.
Micah, yo!
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?